Ahoy, divers, and welcome back to Deep Dive Gaming. I am the Mariner, and we are back for more Satisfactory gameplay with Satisfactory. I was trying to show this, but for some reason it doesn't want to see it. Let me try going over to here and declaring that. There we go. So that's what we're building right now. Okay, that's not gonna do that. Alrighty, fine. That's what we're building. The Versatile Framework Factory. We have done most of this already. Where the last part I think we gotta do is the actual framework itself. Whoops, wrong button. Let's load into the game and let's check it out. Ahoy Twitch, ahoy YouTube, ahoy Rumble, ahoy Mojo. How was your weekend? Yes, I've got modular frames going. I got steel beams going. This I forgot to do, almost forgot to do. I'm pulling in the limestone from over here. Pulling in the limestone from over here. And whoop, if I can see it. Over there. So we are also using level 2 or Mark 2 constructors from the Industrial Evolution mod. Here, you can kind of see it. But yeah, we're almost to the point where we can make our versatile frameworks. Both for phase 2 and for industrial evolution. We need smart plates, frameworks, and automated wiring or adaptive wiring. I forget which one that is. That will give us what we need to upgrade some more factory components. Woo! And Mojo, thank you for the resub. 32 months. You have traveled 32,000 leagues with Deep Dive Gaming. All that salt water must be good for the skin. So we need to make... Let's go back over here for just a second. I gotta figure out a better way to do this. I might finally have a reason to get a stream deck so that I can do this easier. But we are making our 5 modular frames per minute and our 60 steel beams per minute to make our 10 versatile frameworks per minute. The reason this is so complicated is because we only had 120 coal with which to make our steel. We had plenty of iron in this area because we got 2 nodes over here. One node we're not tapping yet, one node. Oops, I forgot to move. This is why I need the stream deck now. Okay. So we got this node here. So we will be able to come back to this site at some point in the future to do more steel or iron works. I'm going to probably stick with that name, but our naming scheme. But now we can build our 2 versatile frameworks. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach... See, I don't think I did it on this side. I probably should have done it on this side. So I probably should have routed the rods and the plates through a Dimension Depot uploader with upload priority. But because I don't have the smart splitter... No, I do have the smart splitters unlocked. What am I talking about? They're right there. Anyways, what I could do, and it's not too late to fix it, is to route the rods and the plates through the uploader and then into these using smart splitters, but I think our plate and rod production is in an okay state. And if we find we need more of it, we can come back this way and set it all up. Same for the reinforced plates. I could have totally done something here. I can't wait to get that hover pack going again. Let's see. It is on the west coast. It went just the east. They have funky things hanging out, like sharks. Picked up Elden Ring on the summer sale today. How is it? Yeah, I think we're gonna just leave it alone. We're probably gonna route the steel beam because that is a vital component for conveyor belts. We can get those used up pretty quickly. Same with modular. We don't need the modular frames as badly, but considering we only get to have 50 at a time in the cloud, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Well, we made it through the character creation. It was time to get set. Ah, yes. I appreciate your sacrifice. Anyways, so I think what we're going to do, and I have tried to make the quick bar a little bit more efficient. I'm still trying to train myself in its use with the more efficient layout, but sometimes the keyboard is just faster. Upload priority. I think we're going to put it there. Well, let's see. We need to put down 2 assemblers. Let's do that first. Whoops. I don't think there's anything there. It's okay. I'm scared. I've heard that it's a brutal game. That's my hearing as well. What's the line? It's a cartoon series where the guy's like, I have a special way I'd like to defeat my enemies, or something like that. Brutally! I wish I could remember the cartoon or the line accurately. Let's see, this is 30 per minute, that's 30 per minute, so this can be 60. And we're going to put... Why did I do that? I just got done saying we're not going to do this until I get... Okay. Assembler. We need 2 of these. So... I think... Oh, come on. There's good. There's good. Oh, it was... That's right. It was, Beast Wars. I still can't... I remember who said it now, but I can't remember how they said it, or what the line was. Dinobot and Optimus Prime were facing off in the pilot episode. And he was all like, I like to defeat my enemies brutally, or some expression like that. Can't tell if it's lined up. It does not look to be. Oh, maybe it is. Okay. Okay, so might have to move this out just a little bit more, but we'll see if we can do it. Yeah, we're gonna need to move these guys out a little bit more, or pull these guys in a little bit more. I do have the downloader installed. I'm a little disappointed that the guy didn't do the build animation for it, but it's whatever. Upload priority like that. And then see, I want to see if I can line this up. It looks like it's lined up there, like that. Okay, so this will go. Oh, we read. Yes, that was it. I preferred to beat my opponents the old-fashioned way, brutally. Thank you, Mojo. Let's see. We needed to do that. And then that. I will have you recycled with full honors. Yeah. Dinobot was not necessarily my favorite character, but he was definitely legit. He had probably the most tragic story arc of them all. I will have you recycled with full honors. Okay, well now we need to worry about Echo Tricky. How do we get these guys powered? One of these days I have walls unlocked. One of these days I will register that fact before I start doing before I do funky wiring and build these things semi-intelligently so that I can build like arcs over them or roofs or something. But I think we're in good hands. As long as we're not in all state. Go ahead and dump a few in there. Go ahead and dump a few in there. Go ahead and connect this up like that. You'll notice there's fewer machines because I have some of the Industrial Evolution unlocked. The first stage gives you Mark II smelters and constructors. Do the walls have electrical wire connectors so that you don't have to keep using poles? No. But what I have is what is it? I have these wall outlets that you unlock through awesome coupons. So I can build the wall, attach that to the wall above the factory, and then just drop the wire down from above onto it. I don't have to worry about obstacles. But because I have yet to get into the whole designing I did air quotes unnecessarily, designing enclosed factories. I've yet to broach that subject of how to design enclosed factories. I haven't really made the logical leap into making the walls. I could probably do frames. Turn down my headphones so I'm not trying to talk over the game, even though you guys won't have that trouble. But the point is, what I was trying to say was once I get more of the architectural stuff unlocked, I'll show you here what I've got unlocked so far. I've got roofs, I got beams, I guess that will help. Beam connectors. Ooh, that's new. I don't remember that. But yeah, beam connectors, beam support. I've got all the stuff that I could make. I could put like arches over the top of some of this factory stuff. I could build framing for the building. But it'd be kind of cool if they do like Fallout 4 with the vault build. The walls and floors carry electricity. Limited distance. There's a mod that I've debated, that I looked at, that like all the foundations that are on the same level would be powered off of a power source. The problem I have with that particular mod is they don't say that the foundations have to be connected. So I could have these here, I could have foundations out here, and because they're on the same level, they could get power from, like if the power source was on this side, this platform would get power without any sort of connection. I'm like, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so what are we gonna do? The frame, the oh, how are we not getting? Oh, it's probably, is it uploading? Don't tell me this isn't connected. It was not connected. It was just barely not connected. So there we go. Now we're building. Okay. But yeah, it probably would be have to be connected in order for the current to carry. Be a pain to code and the ability to have current carry through air gap. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding the mod. I don't know, but it didn't seem like it was. It seemed a bit cheaty for me, or for what I wanted to do, so I didn't bother getting it. See, and if that was the case, I wouldn't have had this big of a problem with it, but that didn't seem to be the case. Let me see if I can find it, and then if you can look it up for me. Where's my sim module? Or factory mod manager. There we go. Okay, so power foundation simplifies your power grid by automatically connecting buildings built on foundations at the same height. So powered foundations. I wonder if I can drop this link in the chat. View docs chats. Twitch paste. Did that work? Yeah, cool. But yeah, if you want to take a look at some of the details on that, make sure my understanding is correct, or if I'm smoking something. Because if it looks like it's actually going to do what we want, I might get it. Uploader. Oops, we need more thingamaboppers. Sand fluctuators. That's the word I'm looking for. Building placed on I'm clicking away at this. I can read. Buildings placed on foundations at the same height are automatically connected to the same power grid. Height-based connection. Power connections are established based on foundation height, ensuring precise control. Build foundations at desired height. Place buildings on the foundations. Buildings on the same height level are automatically connected to the power grid. Checks every 5 minutes. So it doesn't look like it's built that way to me. So I don't want to use it because it feels cheaty. Okay, so that gets us frameworks. Now, I have a downloader set up over by the space elevator. We're going to go turn that on, set it up to do versatile frames, and then we can sit and wait, or we can start planning out the automated wiring part. So there's nothing about needed to be connected to vanilla power grid at all in order to work. So I'm assuming, Skyward, that this is its own power source, but the part that sounds, that's the part that sounds shitty to me. Yeah. Okay, so now versatile framework. Oh shoot! Should have set this first. Versatile framework. Beep. And we're away. Just need 1,000 of those, and we'll be set. Go check the awesome syncs for coupons. I've already redeemed a few. Let's see. We got a total of 10 available to us. So what else can we unlock? I don't really need a cart. Pipeline wall attachments. I don't think I need that. Let's go ahead and grab it. Display. Let's do indoor lighting. That'll help encourage me to try and get these things done. Light panel control for funsies. We got 3 more coupons we can spend. May not spend it right off the bat. Not seeing anything I actually want right now.
If you sense your productivity slipping when it gets dark, don't worry, this is perfectly natural. Fortunately, fix-it lights allow you to never experience wasteful darkness ever again.
Wasteful darkness, that's funny. I do have the glass walls unlocked, but I need to get a source of silica. I need to find some raw quartz to set up a small factory to produce the quartz and the crystal, quartz crystal. Let's see, there's some down there, there's some up here. I might actually go check out this source up here. Oh no, that's underground. That's an underground source. I don't know if I want to tap that. There's SAM down there too, which we don't necessarily need to have, since we're already tapping this source here. Wish the Fix-It mod page had a thing like Nexus where you can read posts and bugs and full notes. Yeah. I definitely agree. The Satisfactory Mod Manager and the Fix-It app page are lacking in the ability to create feedback. Everybody's like, join my Discord, join my Discord. It's like, dude, I definitely agree. The Satisfactory every other. If there was one Satisfactory or Fix-It app Discord where modders could post and provide feedback, and people who use those mods can ask questions and provide feedback, then that's one thing. But just to be forced to join everybody's Discord, each individual modder's Discord, is very ugh. The only reason I joined the Industrial Evolution one was because I couldn't figure out how to get it started. It wasn't until I started reading some of the Discord page that I was like, oh. Am I up now? Am I going? Am I on? I did have a momentary drop in frames. I didn't see what the percentage was. The final percentage is 0.9%. Yeah, I was like wondering why am I getting these notices from Discord, from Botrix, that I'm going live when I should have already seen those. I was like going, why is YouTube? I thought it was just YouTube being extremely late, but no, it's Twitch. I'm like, what? Twitch was the only one that completely crashed on you. Yeah, Rumble and YouTube seem to have some better buffer. That was weird. Anyways, but we're streaming again now, so let's keep going. I think it's gonna. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. What's the one? We don't have it unlocked yet, I don't think. No, we don't. Okay, so I think while we're waiting for the versatile frameworks, we need to complete more tiers on the hub. We can do this one easily enough. Fix-It blueprints. Oh shoot, I was gonna drop some things into here to free up some space. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Do that. Do that. That. Okay. So modular frames, we're gonna need another 100 of those, or 50 of those. I should get uploading soon. Do we not have? Yes, we do. We have some being uploaded over through here. There they go. Okay. It's going to take a few minutes while we wait for that. I will get the steel beams. We got 200 of those. Cables, we need 500. There's 2. That'll take a minute, and we need 1,000 concrete. So, boom. Actually, what we can do is also check our cache over here. If we have a cache. I don't know if we have a cache. Sort of have a cache. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Checking over on the other side. Heading on over to the other side where I've got another concrete thingy being made, or having concrete maker running. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's that. Cobbles. May have to just sit here and make some cables. Grind them out. Whoosh. Whoosh. Okay, what do we got? 200 lows. 200 lows. 500, 500. 50 lows. Only need 104. So I went and I saw Megan 2.0 yesterday. I think it was a decent popcorn flick. A little light on some aspects. I'm also undecided on... Okay, so Megan 1.0, let's call it, was a thriller about an AI murder bot. Lady makes an android friend for her niece, programs it in such a way that the robot pursues the program parameters very voraciously, very violently at times. And then gets defeated. But apparently not so much that it was completely dead. It hid on the internet. And in 2.0, they decide we're not going to do thriller anymore. We're going to do an action flick and make Megan the good robot. Have her have this character arc where she reforms. And I'm like, I can kind of see, like, because they were changing it into a action flick rather than because it was robot versus robot. And then things happened. I won't spoil it for anybody who wants to maybe see it. But yeah, it wasn't the movie I was going to go see. It wasn't bad, but it was not what I wanted. So, like I said, I'm undecided on whether I'm okay with it or not. Why is the peppers in the sea, in the lake? Why is peppers in the ocean? Are you going for a swim? Can you get out? Do you need rescuing? Can you get out? Oh, look, she's got... He brought me some... Or I guess this one's called Ruthie. Ah! Ruthie brought me some modular frames. That'll help out. Just need one more. We can hammer it out really quick. Yeah. I can get on board with going for a swim. I'm a little worm. Oops. We don't want to do that. Actually, we don't have a choice in the matter. Okay.
Milestone reached. Blueprints reduce repetitive building tasks, further optimizing your progression towards saving Earth, with its beautiful ecosystems, abundant natural resources, and sunsets over frolicking puppies and kittens. The blueprint designer allows you to build and combine structures once and then duplicate that configuration effortlessly. Any complaints about the spatial restrictions will only reveal your own inefficiencies.
Right, okay, so... Advanced steel production, there it is, automated wiring. Can also make encased industrial beam stators and motors. Also, miner Mark II. Nice. We've got 100 pipes available for this. Oh, we got, wait for the pod to return. Never mind. Never mind. So, automated wiring. Oh, we can't look it up quite yet. Okay. Also trying to decide if I want to bother unlocking hypertubes. Because that's the last thing in in tier 4. Also not sure if I'm actually going to use hypertubes or if I want to jump straight ahead to the making of the trains. Really go flogging. Well, I guess while we're waiting for that, let's go over to here. So I've got my home base, I've got my smart plate factory, I've got my versatile framework factory. Let's make a new node. Call it automated wiring factory. Open. Oops, hang on, let's do this. Okay, open, and then we will automated wiring. We've got 2 recipes. Probably won't be able to unlock that one for a little bit, so let's go ahead and just do this one. Gives us stator and cable. So automated wiring, we're going to set a part limit of 10. So we need 10 stators and 200 cables. Boop. That's going to be pipes and wiring. The cable is just going to be wiring. So to do 10 stators for 10 automated wirings, we need pipes. And I think we've got the recipe, or we've got what we need to make the recipe for just doing iron pipes. We can leave that option open in case we need to do molded. Wire is easy, that's just copper. And then it looks like we need 400 wire going through 6 Mark I constructors to make the cable, 200 cables per minute. That requires 240 copper per minute. Which is 16 constructors. That'll be down to like 8 if we can use the Mark II constructors. And then that's just there. That's just there. Actually, you know what? I'm being dumb. I'm being very dumb. Because we can do iron wire, which is also my brain just quit. Ooh, you know what I can do? I can go back over to the game really quickly. I'm gonna uncheck the mute music button because I forgot about that. I'm also gonna undo the mute game when minimized. And then I also need to increase the volume, I think. There we go. Okay. Now we have music to work to. Ha ha ha. And then I just heard the pod land, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. We don't have much modular frames yet. Rotors, we've got a stack what it can do. Concrete, we've got a stack we can pull. We just need to recharge. Wait for those to fill back up again. Meanwhile, we're almost a quarter of the way through our versatile framework requirements. Okay, so back to here. I think we can do all of this automated wiring off of iron, because the pipes can be made with iron, the wire can be made with iron. So we can do this. We're going to go ahead and say iron ingots. So we need to have a total of 342.22 iron ore made. This needs to be a Mark II. We need a pure node if we've got one. See, I need to delete that. There we go. Okay. So we need 342. So while we're waiting, oh wait, let's turn in that concrete stack. How are we doing on rotors? Modular frames are still being constructed. Our stack on the modular frames is almost done though. Might sit around, wait for that. But anyways, as I was saying, we could probably do that up here. So I think these are, I don't remember if these are pure nodes up here or if they're normal. And we got 3 of them we can play with. So even if they're normal, even if they're normal with Mark IIs, that gives us 100, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, even if they're normal, that still gives us 120 per node, which is 360 iron. Oh, sorry. There you go. So I'm thinking we build it up here, because we got 3 iron nodes up here we have not yet tapped. And even if they're only normal, which I think they're pure, but even if they're only normal with a Mark II miner, that gives us 360 iron to look at. So, boop. Okay. Rather than bang out the last 50, I'm just gonna make sure I have what I need to be able to build a remote hub, which I do not because I'm missing copper sheets now because I recycled them. Dang it. Oh hey, look at how many stators I've got. Let's drop those in. Go ahead and drop that in. Anything else drop? Nothing else drop. Okay. Okay. So that's something I think I was going to set up over here at some point when I needed it was... So I think this is a pure copper node, and I think it's got... Boing. Yeah, we equipped it with a splitter. Looking at this like going, can I increase my wire production, wire and cable production to make the cable upload faster? Anyways, back to what I was thinking about was setting up a copper sheet thingy over here. We will have to go underneath this. Which that looks a little tight, so I might have to reconfigure this a bit. There we go. Okay, so let's put smelter down. This will be copper. We'll put constructor down. That's a Mark II, that's fine. 60 per minute, 30 per minute. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's gonna storm too. Let's put Mark II. So it's 90 in plus 90. 60. Okay, so if we underclock this to 60, it is actively raining. So that'll be 30 copper sheets per minute. Let's go ahead and upgrade this if it'll let us. Oh no, we don't have that yet. Okay. I'm gonna have to listen for thunder. Yeah, in real life. Let me make sure there isn't some thunder gonna happen. The weather app is late to the game as usual. It says rain starting in 52 minutes. I'm like, dude, rain has started. Thunder shower in spots early this evening. Okay. I'll have to listen. Turn down my headset so I can hear better. And let's see. Let me merge this. Actually, you know what? Could probably do all of this on this side. Just upgrade this to be a Mark II. Give it back some of that. Turn this off for a few minutes. So it's 90 per minute. Using 15 per minute, 15, 30. Okay, so we can do 60 per minute, I think. Drop that in there. No, this one. Yeah, 15. Okay, there we go. Just need to figure out how to power the thing. Probably, let's see, let's climb up here. Take a quick peek at our options. Okay, we got a thing right there. Alright, so boop. Boop. Can't tell if this is clipping or not, so I'm just going to tear it down. Okay, we need to figure out a way to prioritize. What would be cool is if we could measure, if we could declare these guys. I think the closest way the only way we're going to be able to do it is say any this way and then overflow the other two ways. We only need 15 going through that one and that one, but we need 60 coming through this one. Actually, that needs to be full, doesn't it? A full 90. Talking about why they got me wanting a weather mod for Fallout 4. 60 per minute, and then those are 15, right? Yes, okay. Could upgrade these too, but not until after we can upgrade that. Because this is a pure node. Oh, time to turn you back on. And then send you over there. Doesn't look like it's gonna clip through. It looks like it's going right under the tip of that rock. Okay, so that'll start uploading. Before too much longer, we'll have copper sheeting on in our cloud. That needs to be leveled up. That's the part I was skipping. I was like, why does this not look like it's feeding through fully 60 per minute? Because that constructor should be getting extra ingots. And it was not getting any extra ingots. Okay, so I think we're set here. We only need Mark 1 belt here because 60 per minute into that. Got that set up to do priority right. Yeah, we don't have, that's the thing we're missing, is a priority splitter where we can say a certain amount out of each side. And I don't think the programmable splitter counts because it's, we can say certain parts through each side, but we can't say at what rate they go through. So still working on the rotors. How long does it take to bang out some? I don't have enough to bang them out though. Can only bang out 28. We need 100. I'm gonna go ahead and do this though. I need to find 13 Mercer spheres to do the upgrade so that everything is being uploaded at 120 parts per minute. Combine that with the fact that I'm trying to, wherever possible, build uploaders for parts. Like we've got one here for the parts for the modular frame. We got one else over at the other site for modular frames. I think we got rotors and reinforced plates over at the Smart Plate Factory. I don't think we're building anything over here that requires that. We got the stitched plates, but I did not set up an uploader there, I don't believe, for those. Because I had one or maybe two already. Or I didn't have enough demand. I can't remember. I guess we could go peek really quick. Okay. I was looking to make sure that parts were not jammed up there. Beep. Also, I was watching a video on the ending of Fallout of Satisfactory. Oh no, I fell off. And the guy had chosen to do it like at twilight, so like he had the platform underlit by the blue moon, and I'm like, wow, that looks so much better than the way I did it. So I need to remember that for the next time I finish. Also, I have worked on that other game. I went around and I set up a bunch of downloaders on all the places, so I don't need to worry about running back and forth and 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 back and forth. And it did help. Like, I was starting to get coupons at a pretty good clip, and I was doing some hunting to allow me to get, like, produce the alien DNA capsules for extra points. So I was making progress, but let's see, how are we doing over here? Yeah, we did not do a stitched frame thingamajigger here. We already knew that because this is where I was started. So after we've got our versatile frames all done, I might split this off. So you can do a split from here to do more rods. I can do a split from here to do more plates. Or more reinforced plates, or I could split it off there. Somewhere I've got the plates going. Where is that? You know, the other thing I just realized, I might not have actually done. Yeah, I should have done 2 of these guys, but I only did 1. That was my goof, so we're gonna fix that. Take that out, take that out, take that out, that out. We're gonna take the opportunity to do another uploader for the can't remember. My brain just decides to quit all of a sudden. It's like, well, you can no longer form words. So we need 2 of these. We're going to line this one up with that somehow. There it is. Line that one up there. Ew, ick, ew, ick. Darn it, I should have moved this a little bit over. They have to reverse the direction that the steel plates go in. So even with the plan, I sometimes can't read it. Okay. So, darn it, it's over here. Where's the... There it is. It's being weird. Actually, let's do it this way. Well, since we can glue a splitter right on here, and then we can do an assembler. Not sure if that's going to be what I want. Do the job. And this guy, 66.5. Oops. .75 is the number we need. So we're supposed to do 7.5 per minute. 7.5 divided by 2, yeah, 3.75. We're gonna need to do that. Also, I'm gonna need to fix this. It took a long time to get this set up accurately. Now I have to do it over again. I'm a little mad now. Wonder if they'll let me do it. Darn it, come on. No, this... You jerk. That's not what I was pointing at. There. Might have been able to do that on the thing. Oh, good, okay. Okay, that gives us our 7.5 that we needed to have. Okay, so now yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to yeah, I'm gonna just have to redo these. All those spools had my brain to say, ooh, look at all the featured tables. It's a good one. I like that. Okay, so input's going to be on this side now. So we're going to go ahead and put merger here. And then that there. Actually, I'm not thinking this quite through correctly, because we need to lift it up. It's easier to lift it up coming out of the ventricle, or whatever you want to call it, because boards are failing me at this very moment yet again. Oh, let's see, that's the one I wanted. So there's that. I removed the elevator, the conveyor pole too soon, but I think it's gonna work. I think if we put it there, it should be fine. Whoops, don't zoop. No zip for you. There we go. Oh, like I said, I have conveyor pole custom made for the splitters and mergers. We're going to put one here. And one here. Okay, then we're going to do one of these here and then here. Oops. Oh shoot, I forgot I was gonna do undo. No, that's not what I wanted. Stop doing that. Wonder if I can raise up foundation. Yes, I think I can. Let's make it. Actually, we should only need to do a half. Just in case the uploader doesn't fit on just one square. I think it actually can. Uploader. Upload priority. Face the right direction, please. Yeah. Nope. But the overlap isn't enough that I'm actually concerned about it, so I'll take that out. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. That was not what I wanted, actually. Keep forgetting. I want the overflow, or the upload priority thingy. So I'll just drop that in there. Upload priority. There. So that increases our upload rate and availability of reinforced iron plates. That way, if we need to download some for like for doing a tier, we can replenish quicker. we're still waiting on 32 some odd rotors. Oh yeah, let's check over here. Let's see what this node is. This is a pure node, we're okay. That's a pure node, so we actually don't need to tap that one. We don't need to go all, well, I'm trying to decide. Because, like I said, we need to do, let's go over here really quick. So we need 342. So Mark II miner on a pure node will pull 240. If we go back over here, if these two over here are also pure, then we don't need to tap that at all. Keep it as a reserve or something. Yeah, that's a pure. That's pure. Yeah, we could totally do our adaptive wiring over here. We can use our Mark II constructors, our Mark II smelters. We have, let's see, actually, let's see if we've got the iron pipe recipe. That should tell us. No, we don't. Not yet. Okay. So, how do we go? This is the other, one of the other mods I downloaded. Was I can choose my what alternate recipe I'm going to build. I just need to have a hard drive available. So I prefer this to the random lotto version, where I may not get the recipe I'm searching for, because there's so many other recipes available to unlock, and it's just a random drawing. So that's iron pipe. I think we did the iron wire already. Deuterium wire, fused wire, yeah. So in 10 minutes we'll have iron pipes available. And that's, I believe, everything we need. Oh, whoops. Check this out. I forgot to disconnect, to connect this one up here. So that increased my number over here to 386. So we're still okay, but I had underestimated the amount of iron I needed. It's a good thing I found that and corrected it. Rotors up to 77. Dang it. Alright, well, let's start clearing out some space. Did Kofi bot get reset when Twitch took a tiny break? I don't know. Let me go log into the Kofi bot really quick. Or into Kofi. Every once in a while, sometimes they need a re-up. We saw that with Botrix. Like, we need to reconnect with Botrix every so often. Payments in order. Got our monthly stipend from Mr. Q. It's only $3. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do Botrix really quick. Oh, it's taking a minute. What's going on? Let's go to let's do search Botrix, log in. Log in. Stupid 2FA. It's requiring Discord to log in. Drake. Oh. I don't know if I have that set up. Code didn't send to phone. That's better. Tebex now it's called. Oy. What is this? Dude, what? I do not know what I was signed into, but it did not look correct. Here we go. Hey, while I'm in here, I could set up the Botrix command for YouTube. How are we doing on the rotas? 86. We're almost there. Add command. Bang. Botrix. Let's see. I apologize to oops. Okay, that one is available on YouTube. Confirm. Okay. Let's see if it works. Maybe too soon, but I want to see if it works. Yeah, I think it's too soon. Alright, let's get back to this. Oh, hey, it worked. I already left the screen. I was gonna adjust it slightly, but it's okay. 91. Okay, what am I waiting on? Oh yes, we're gonna clear out some space over here. Turn my headset back up. It stopped raining. Oh man, it took out the tree when I wasn't ready for it to take out the tree. Oh well. Actually, I'm going to roll back and I want to see what that looks like when we cut down. I want to see what the animation looks like when we're cutting down that specific tree. Does it slice here? Does it slice up there at the narrow bit? Oh. Cheat! Cheat! We didn't get any animation for that tree. I think that's as far as we're going to go for right now until we figure out how much is needed. And 87. Oh, we need to have 105 so that we can build the hub access. Okay. I think there's a... I think there is a sphere up there. Wow, I didn't know that's how I could get up here. Problem is I need to use the parachute to get up further. Where's my hand scanner? I don't hear it anymore. I hear it when I'm down here. Especially from over here. Wonder if that's in the cave underneath us. I think there is a cave. Yeah, there's a cave right here. Wow, it's easy to get turned around in this cave. I can hear it. Hand scanner is not helping me at all. It's like I passed right underneath it. Okay, from the entrance, go through. It's supposed to be that way. I wonder if I'm hearing a summer sloop instead. Because I haven't actually heard any conversation. Usually there's eerie whisperings. I haven't heard any of the eerie whisperings yet. It's like it's right there. Ooh, yeah. Must have been hearing a summer sloop. I wonder if there's another cave bordering this one. I'm not seeing any rocks that can explode. Okay, so that's the cave entrance. Unless it's over here somewhere. I'm not seeing any rocks that can explode here either. Well, the problem is this particular cave doesn't have any side tunnels that I haven't explored. Like, it looks like it goes deeper, especially up here, but there's nada. If we go up this way, through this side tunnel, oh wait, I think, whoa, okay. He's not aggressive, he's not aggressive, he's not aggressive. There it is, okay.
Harvest the scripture. Compose it into a blood bomb.
That's what I was having trouble finding, was this particular side cave entrance. I kept looping back on myself. Come on, jump. 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 There we go. Okay. Do we have our rotors now? Yes. We do need 5 more, but those should be coming quickly. Oh man. Okay, so since this hill is right here, what I want to do is put my first foundation on top of it and build out from there, so we don't have to keep lifting ourselves up. Sorry, did that again. I want to build this up top so that we don't have to worry about building lifts, raising it up every time we want to get, every time we put a layer in closer. So I'm just gonna do this out to about here. Put another layer underneath it of like 2 meter. And we'll put a 2 meter here. And then this particular, there we go, like about there. Trying to, with this particular build, make it so that the miners make sense and that they're not digging through foundation to get to the mineral. And also kind of like paying attention to where the feet are going to be propagated, so that they look like they make sense. And ideally what I would like to do is have the feet on the ground, not on the foundation. So you can't fix it, you have to rebuild the thing every time. Also, because of this, it doesn't let you, I can't nudge this vertically. So it's a little bit of a juggling act. Sometimes I have the patience for it, sometimes I don't. And sometimes it just be stubborn. Maybe we'll put down the miner first before setting down the foundation. Yes, but as you could see, the orientation I wanted to have it in meant it was going to be pretty close to the ground, meaning foundations couldn't necessarily go underneath it. But that's actually okay, because we could just have a sloping one right in front of it. So we could do something like no, it'd have to be that one. But then we raise it up slightly, like that. Put a mark of 1 meter underneath. And do a 2 meter here. Or are you trying to hide with the foundation? I'm not hiding anything from the foundation, I just want this to make sense. So like if it's gonna have legs here and here, they are not on the foundation but like on the ground. Problem is this, when it's this low, it doesn't need feet. So then it's a matter of connecting it to the upper level. So to elevate, to get the so actually what we could have done was mark 2 or 2 meter slopes like this. But you don't need foundation. Can you connect there? No, I just like using the conveyor, using the foundations to, so that the conveyor isn't. See, if I do a conveyor pole here, I can do it like multiple angles, and it can go wrong. Whereas here, I can do 45, 90, and the multiples of those, and it helps to make the conveyor belt straight. Because I'm like that. I want my conveyor belt straight. Now that's interesting. That's close enough. I might not need. Wonder what happens if I put one here. Just a teeny tiny itty bitty peek through of ground material. Just enough to annoy me. So yes, there is a little bit of stuff I'm trying to hide with the foundations at some point, but not down there. The ground clutter does not easily get covered, or it is not programmed to disappear when you cover it with the foundation. It would be nice if it did, so that when you're doing your putting down your foundations, you don't have those leaves peeking through when you're right at equal height with the ground. So let's do this. Let's go 4. Nature is not the purpose of this game. It just looks ugly. Like, say, there's a flat area right there, right? if I have a foundation do that, not only does it not look nice, but it also, because some of the ground is invading the top, it makes it harder to place objects. You're having fun with me, aren't you, Mojo? Just conveyor pulled down into place properly and then remove the foundation. Well, then there's a gap between the foundation, between the pole and the ground. That doesn't look nice either. Can fill in with another pole. To me, it's just wasteful to use materials on foundations when foundations are not needed for manufacturing. Yeah, I can kind of see that. On the other hand, I'm having fun trying to figure out I forgot to get my extra 5 rotors. Unless you're making a racetrack, you don't need foundations. What about trains? I wonder if we'll see the drone take off from here.
Milestone reached. The Miner Mark II allows extraction of resources from nature to fix it at twice the speed of the Mark I model. Miners can be directly upgraded to Mark II without removing the Mark I model, just like conveyor belts and other upgradable
There it goes.
infrastructure. Unfortunately, setting up the production of advanced steel parts and project part number 3, automated wiring, will not be as easy. Every moment you delay reduces the chances of saving humanity. I will not show you the predictions, it would only demotivate you.
Tracks can sit out on the ground, and in fact they do in real life. I know, I'm aware. Okay, so that gives us 240. Drop those in there. Alright, what does this one look like when we do the miner just on the ground? Facing east. Not like the other one. Aha, see feet? Feet. Feet. Oh, this was supposed to be a Mark II. 240. 240. We only need 380. We'll round up to 287. Or 388 rather. 194. Set each of these to 194. Roughly 80% capacity. Oops. Some places probably wasn't the best of ideas, especially when said track floods during the annual monsoon season. Yeah. Okay, well, let's finish putting some of this down. Probably work on the automated wiring tomorrow. See what this looks like. Yuck. Yuck. I hate that. Wonder what happens if we do this. I was just talking about tomorrow night. But yes, just so everyone's aware, I will be back here tomorrow night for more Satisfactory gameplay on Satisfactory. Tuesday night at 7:30 Eastern Time is the next episode of Stream of Consciousness, where we are talking about The Legend of Zelda. In fact, we're probably going to go deep diving into our first of the Zelda games. Yeah, the bangs don't work in a sentence. Wish they did. So yes. What was a... Wednesday we'll be back for more Satisfactory. I may redo this. I'm gonna redo this. I'm just not happy with how it's coming out. I'll probably work on it again. Probably done with Satisfactory today. I put a lot of work in before the stream to get the versatile frameworks done. 600 out of 1,000 on that, by the way. I'll leave this one here. Actually, no, it's not. I'll do so. I'm not gonna probably work on this after stream. I put in a lot of work on it today, so I'll probably might put in a little time in the morning before work. Put in a little time tomorrow after work before stream. But for the most part, we'll be continuing from about right here tomorrow night. Hope to see you there. Oh yeah, Thursday I'm on Lagging Out's channel. Link in the comments or in the chat right there. I think that's it. Ooh, I think we're gonna end here. So until next time, enjoy Satisfactory. Fair winds and fun gaming, people. Bye.